Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here and welcome to today's live stream. I hope everyone's doing very well and you guys are having a pleasant Monday as best you can. I guess we're going to have a bit of a catch up considering I haven't really streamed much for the last week or so, and it's nice to be back in it all and all that kind of stuff. So I think we will, got some stuff to talk about actually. Got some happenings, things that have been going on and all that, which is quite exciting. We had a really good weekend, so we'll definitely be talking about that. That's for sure. And now, where it's like next to no game volume for you guys. Let's fix that. There we go. So quick chat to everyone who's there. Let's have a look. So we've got Happy Shrapnel, Mad Max, J26, Nightbot, Clive, James, Arthur, WeJet, Vortex, Mathmoth Stew, Laurie, ProRock, Mark Stacey. How is everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Cat, you need to be quiet. So I say Clive has been on this this diet, and he's not enjoying it. He's not having a good time at all. So he's a little bit mouthier than normal. So we do have to kind of deal with that, I guess. Commander Glass is saying so far Tuesday morning is going fine. Are you in the southern hemisphere? Vortex, another day, another hotel. Classic. Mad Mag, you're doing peachy. Good. Michael the Blight. The Blight is something... James, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor, which means you're a member on YouTube. I think that's how they say it. But welcome. Thank you very much. Now. Oh, buzz. Right, I'm going to focus for a minute because I need to think about what I'm doing. I'm going to swap over into my ASP Explorer. That's going to be the plan. Yeah, we're going to go into the ASP Explorer because we're going to probably be doing some jumping around. Happy Shrapnel, you're still fat, still bald, and still old. Hey, still kicking. Hey Draven, how you doing? In Hong Kong. Ah, right. And it's palmy 25 degrees C, 2 AM. Eek! So the Blight is essentially, what I understand... We're all talking about this, we're going to jump over into Galnet. Yeah, Galnet. So, something that is said with Galnet is that there's not going to be any things going in Galnet that aren't going to be story related. There's going to be no fluff anymore. And that's kind of what we were taking a look at. So, we have the mystery of the Blight. Right? Now, I could either play it or I'm going to read it. So, I'm probably going to read it. So... the cause of the mass crop spoilage on key agricultural worlds has been attributed to a new disease affecting plants. Dr. Genevieve Kane of the Interstellar Association for Agriculture summarised the organisation's findings. The rapid decay of plant life on multiple planets was caused by the same strain of an advanced blight. Its origin and vectors remain unknown, and it has so far resisted all established methods of treatment. Spooky. Our analysis has not determined if the blight is a natural mutation or an artificial pathogen. Until we confirm this and developed a method of preventing further spread, viable cropland will become scarcer and the production of staple foods will continue to drop. The Vandermeer Corporation has offered to assist the IAA with research. The company's experience of molecular diagnostics will hopefully develop a breakthrough. Journalist Adeline Cross reported on this development for Vox Galactica. Speculation on the cause of the blight has spread like wildfire, with theories ranging from chronic mismanagement to industrial sabotage. Political enemies are also being blamed in every affected system, with competing factions quick to lay the blame at each other's doorstep. As tensions rise and billions find themselves short on food, such accusations are likely to escalate to dangerous levels. Trade initiatives and charitable imports are all proving helpful, but will that be enough to stave off disaster? So that's kind of ties in with the poor harvests, the food shortages, common symptoms among damaged crops, Port Harvests, and the Rockforth Corporation. So we've got an option of thinking it could be Thargoids. What it could possibly be is not Thargoids, and it could be down to the Rockforth fertilizer. So it could actually be the Rockforth fertilizer that's caused all of this. What if it was? You never know. So a new fertilizer, then it dropped. Who knows? But it could be that. It may just be tribbles. I mean, yeah, technically, it could be. Definitely could be. So yeah, we don't know. But from what I understand, there is a new status that can be found on the galaxy map. I think there is. I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know where it'd be. But I thought there was one called Blight, or at least there was something similar to that. So we're going to see if we can find some interesting bits and bobs and go and have a look. Oh, right. So before we get on, actually, ProRock, they don't mention the Blight until after the Rockforth fertilizer sales suddenly went up. So I'm calling it from a weird one. Just giving it a go. Just suggesting it. But before we go back, I'm going to talk about the weekend. Because over the weekend we had PloydCon 2, so the community meetup for my YouTube channel and Player Faction, and we had some awesome turnout, people there. I mean, there's probably about 15 to 20 of us in total, and we went into London, had some drinks, had some food, had a really, really good time, lots of chatting, and all that kind of stuff, which was absolutely fantastic. Had a really, really good time. There are loads of people there. Special thank you to Nightbot, you know why, and so the people that were there, so thank you very much. Really, really appreciated everything. So yeah, we've also last week my PSU in my computer didn't go pop. It kind of fizzed, and I had to end up buying a new one, which left me a little bit of time without a computer, which was a bit rubbish. So I couldn't get any of the 24-hour stream segments rendered, but they are now being rendered on a daily basis. So I'm uploading one segment a day, divided by the guest. So today we put up Drew Wagars, yesterday was Frontier Developments, and yeah, so that they're available to watch. So everyone should probably feel free to go and check them out when they go up. But yeah, we well, I guess we'll get on the Draven. I was lucky it was just the PSU. If I'd left it longer, it could have been worse. So that was that would probably be the time to really kind of be like, oh no, pull it out, get a new one, no messing. Amazon Prime though, very, very handy. But yeah, so PloydCon was absolutely fantastic. Great fun was had by all. It was great to meet Commander Minikill. You may know him as Herbert the Pervert. Every now and guesting on the streams. But yeah, we had a really, really good time. He was over as well. So got to meet him in person, hang out, go to the Natural History Museum, Science Museum. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Had what can only be described as a fantastic last 7 days or so, which is brilliant. Now, what we need to look at is we look at community goals. So I think we're gonna go to damn, that's some decent payout actually. Yeah, we'll sign up for that. Let's see where that is in the galaxy compared to where we are, because I don't think it's too far. No, it's not. It's kind of up near. I say it's up near our part of the galaxy. It's not really. It's just not that far. It's close. have a little look. Go into the system maps. It's in Boom at the moment. But yeah, I remember seeing the Blight was a thing. So I got Outbreak. But yeah, I don't know where I could have sworn I saw that on the interwebs. Oh, hey Snappo, how you doing? It was lovely to see you at the weekend as well. That's brilliant. Grill123, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. Yeah, see, I thought someone had. I knew it wouldn't just be me, so I'm going to find out. I do my damnedest best to find it. Because I know it's somewhere. I know it was somewhere, but I can't remember where. Interesting. It could be that. It could well be that. So who knows? Well, we've signed up for community goal either way. Because you know what, you can't go wrong with a good community goal. So let's go into Starport Services and let's see what ships we got kicking around. So we'll forget the ASP. We're going to jump into the cutter. Let's ignore the fact that it has legal issues. It'll be fine. My Arc, hello, how you doing? Not my Arch. My Arc, my Arch. Let's drop into outfitting. Because at the moment this is well and truly outfitted for combat. Which we don't really need to be outfitted for combat as such. Because it all seems it's probably a little bit extreme. Oh. Not so much. Not so much at all. That's fine. Optionals. We're not going to worry about hull so much. We're going to store them. Shield strength is currently rubbish because utility mounts, there's nothing in there. Hard points, we have taken some things out. Commander Glass, nah, it's fine. I don't worry about legal issues. Legal issues are for other people to worry about. It's not something that I worry about. I think we're going to go for... yeah. Turrets? No, I don't want to go with turrets. We'll go for fixed, because that is something we're meant to be getting good at. Do that. I'm probably not going to... No! The name Sword of Dawn comes from a... it comes from a series of books written by the author Michael Moorcock. Now, he has kind of like written this massive interconnected universe, and in this interconnected universe, there's always a magic sword in it. There's always like a sword. The sword is supposed to be like the vessel, and with the vessel, it always has to be filled by something. And in particular, this series of books called the Runestaff Chronicles, it's called. And the sword is filled by the Army of the Dawn. And the Army of the Dawn are they're like this magical fighting force that you can summon in times of need. And so he uses them, and he kind of fights against people. Fights against, actually, the Britons. British people, but it's really far set in the future, to the point where we've had the post-apocalyptic, but then we've recovered, and magic and science are weirdly combined. Really good though. That's where it's related. That's where it's from. One of Stormbringer's many sisters. Well done, Penny. I'm glad someone knows. Yeah. It will be. So you've got Elric as well. He's one of like the main boy. probably the best known Elric with Melna Benet. I think that's how you say it. Honestly, I don't know. And yeah, I'm like really, I really enjoy it. But yeah, it's the Eternal Champion. That's the idea of it. Leap of Faith, did I have fun with Mini? Yes, I did. It was great. Great to hang out with him. Lovely, lovely guy. Lovely. Now, we're going to have to borrow some things off a couple of different ships, I think. Do this right. Because I feel like if we're going to head out, we should probably... we are going to... store all of our shield boosters, which is painful to do, if I'm honest. And then we're going to go and borrow some from the Vulture as well, because I want some weapons off the Vulture. By Jungu. Ah, Eraldon. Thank you very much, because we were wondering which one it was. James Oliver, hey, how you doing? If we can try and avoid talking about politics, that would be wonderful. Just because I don't want people feeling alienated in any way. Plus, we're here to play computer games and chill out, aren't we? Yeah, I'm still going to go into store multiples. JRX, despite your name, Hawkman and Corum were more Cook's best. See, okay, right. Now, Corum, I don't know if you've read obviously the Knight, the Queen, and the King of the Swords, but then you had the Bull and the Spear, the Oak and the Ram, the Sword and the Stallion, is that? The second trilogy of them, where he essentially became Corum of the Silver Hand, and that was a bit of an interesting one. Oh, J-Rick, and that it's your real name. That's cool. That's pretty badass. Alright, back into utility mounts, because we want to... Nope. Store modules, story multiples, hardpoint check, utility mounts, also just those ones. Uvmeg, good evening, how you doing? Now, someone asked me how I was doing after my 24-hour stream. Aggro. I'm totally recovered. Totally recovered. Yeah, feeling good. Roderstrand, good evening, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Now, we need to jump back into the cutter. Hey Alan, how you doing? Good to see you. In spite of all. Now, yeah, a bit of an encouragement for everyone to hit the like button if you haven't already on the old stream. As you guys know, it does help me out as a streamer. It's a free way of showing some support. And actually one of the most important as far as YouTube's concerned. Commander Crusher, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Now, advanced Plagsma accelerators. Words are hard. Yeah, I had basically essentially another very tiring weekend, but so worth it. Oh, that's going to be interesting. No, that doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer... I actually am going to go for turrets. We've got long range phasing sequence and long range. We do pulsers, which are also long range. Yeah, why not? If we do the pulse lasers to do long range. We're not really going to be doing any fighting. We'll give it a go. Althan, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, safe to say I was really unimpressed when my my power supply decided that it was time to I'm going to use that word again, yeet its way out of here. Lots of burning smell, lots of lots of burnt hair. I took my whole computer apart, cleaned it up, couldn't find where the smell was coming from. The only thing I didn't bother checking, for some reason, because I'm a mug, was the was the power supply. What a mug. Right, we are going to want to do a few of them. Right, now it's time to balance out the resistances, which is the important bit. Defighting a frag vet. No, you can't do... You can't do that. Oh no, Althan, I'm basically putting together my cutter ready for some extreme cargo moving, because I don't really want to fly Type 9. So, you know. Falco, did someone say mug? For the mug! No! Crusher, yeah, it can be a bit much. It can be. Now, we should, there we go. Resistance augmented, and if I do another heavy duty with super cap. Nice. Optionals, we are going to... Nope. Ah, military compartments, bane of my life. We obviously going to go for a frameshift booster, because that would be stupid not to. Nice, look at that. Loads of power. All good. And then we're going to load up on cargo. Now, I've spoken about quite a bit what I was up to over the weekend and all that kind of stuff. What were you guys up to? Anything exciting? Falco, I'm not going to try and change your mind. That's it. Yep. No, see, Alan, you don't want to be doing double shot frag vet because those huge hard points just go to waste. There is no point in having them. Well, I know what you're up to, Vortex. I think this is going to be one of those few times where I'm not ashamed to say it, because I absolutely hate landing this thing. So we're just going to have a sneaky little docking computer, but we'll keep that between us, so you guys didn't see that. Lee, so you've been playing Atlas. Is it any good? Is it fun? No, I don't. I do not need a detailed surface scanner. Do we? Do we need that? No. No. Of course we don't. And like that, it's going to tell me that I need to do my fire groups, of course. And we'll... Yeah, that'll do. Nice. Derek. Dogwheel invite. Oh, if only, right? If only. So it's very cool. That's good. So if you're enjoying it, nice. I've been dipping into a bit of, it pains me to say it because I know how everyone feels, Star Citizen over the kind of the last day or so. And to be honest, the visuals are so much better than it was, like so much better, which frame-wise, absolutely fantastic. Pesticides, synthetic reagents, and grain. Well, I'm sure we'll have something here. Pesticides, synthetic agents, and grain. Oh look, pesticides. They have quite a small supply. That's right. Well, we'll buy them all up and take it in, and off we go, I guess. I've got a little left. What else was it? Pesticides. Don't know that, but we're going to take the water Shinrata because they're always worth selling far away as well. That'll do. And then we will worry about the rest in a moment. Derek, I'm glad. The way I see it, kind of it's like you can pop it in the background and go and do whatever you want to do. You know, I think that's a good one. I think it's going to be fine. Helvetica, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing alright. Right, so it's rough tea. And there's one in DSO as well, but we're not going there. Now, we mentioned the system a minute ago, didn't we? That is apparently in... Oh boy, it's going to be tough to find. The system that was in Blight. Oh, and Spatula, your mate Aiden. I see you there. I enjoyed you fighting the Thargoid. You did a remarkably good job. Well, Teddy did a good job. It was great that you helped out. Yeah, Blight. There it is, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's go in and have a look. So it's currently Blight. There's a new state, yeah. This is what we're talking about, a new BGS state. So anyway, we're heading up to those systems and we'll go and check out and see what's happening. WeJet, what? That's ridiculous. No way. That's absolute madness. Oh, it's gonna be rough. Nope, we're all good. Just asking, what do I think of crossplay? I don't think we really need it, if I'm honest. I think it's okay for people to not play on the same platform. I also think that it probably... oh, Matt2596, thank you for the follow. I just don't think it will be great, you know? I don't think it's going to add much. I don't think it's going to add as much as people want. And I think that honestly, like in something like PvP, being limited to an Xbox controller probably isn't going to be good for people. I think it's going to stop things from being as competitive as they could be. Ah, yeah, fuel scoop. That's what I didn't bring. Oh, Bernardo, really? That's interesting. I'm surprised by that because I didn't think it'd give you the level of control nor the control options. That's why. Obviously, there'll be those outliers that do, but honestly, for me, I would think it'd be a surprise. But yeah, just because of the the favouring of the railguns, because railguns you do need that precise control for. Can confirm is difficult. Right, we are heading to. I didn't even check. I'm assuming it's Watford, Watson Station. Oh, that's the reason why I said that's because I had all kinds of problems with transport of the weekend. Helvetica, the game comes up and every now and then it's super cheap. Nightbot, everything is now fully functional and operating as it should be on the channel. Well, Scrob, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I currently, I guess, taking part in a CG. Oops. But we're also investigating the Blight, the new system status that has been introduced along with the storyline. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Not famine. With the crops and all that malarkey. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Having a little look at that. And seeing what's going on, because it's always interesting when you see a new BGS status, because that potentially has some really wide effects. Or wider reaching effects, should I say. Falcon Screech is saying Rails work fine with a controller, I assure you. Okay, now, working fine, and then working as well as someone with a keyboard and mouse, I think that's what it is. The same way that I would rather play a first-person shooter with a keyboard and mouse than I would do with a controller. That kind of thing. I'm not saying one's bad, I'm just saying I'd be worried about that. At the same time, someone brought up an interesting idea that we have a TSOS, so the Seekers of Zen Squadron, on both the PC and also on Xbox. So how would that work? Unless they get condensed down in. But then again, they may be unrelated, so you don't know. Crusher, it's definitely you can set it as a toggle on PC. Wait, something's not working. Why isn't the auto dock working? I don't think I've got that switched on. I think that's possibly the issue. Auto dock on. There we go. Well, Spatula, you need people to tell you where it is, pretty much. No, I do think Rails are nice, though. I've got a lot of time for them. But yeah. I think we learned to look for the Dark Spawn to defeat the Blight. Yeah, that is a little bit the wrong game. Unfortunately. But yeah, the crossplay thing I'm concerned because I feel like Nightbot, thank you very much. It is indeed Milky Ocelot time. Eek. But yeah, there's I feel like because of the disparity in control options in a game like Elite, I think that might be a problem. But then again, I don't play on console, and nor am I a particularly competitive PvP in any way, shape, or form. So, I would have to let the PvP crowd very much make that decision for themselves, really. and tell me instead rather than me assuming that. Okay, so it's been a long time since I've done a trade CG. A long time. Good news is I've made some profit. Not a lot though. And we also brought the Waters of Shinrata to sell as well, so we'll sell them off and make a small profit. Now, the Blight, is that what we're calling TFL on Saturday? No, to be honest, TFL wasn't that bad. That wasn't the issue for me. It was very much more the overground. So I'm in the top 75% there with only one drop off. That's right. That's not bad. That's 3.7 million for doing very little, considering we're basically doing what we're doing anyway. So, now I have got right, no filter goes on. So, by Jungu is the system we've got. Yeah, Scorb, I know, but it comes down to the PvPers, I guess, as to what they use, because what I would maybe use for a controller would be different. Like, if I was just having a chill out, sit on the sofa playing a game, would be different to if I was competitively trying to take out the people, I guess, would be different. But then again, I might be better, I might be totally missing out, and the 360 controller could be the thing that makes me good, and I'm not using it. I don't know. But yeah, you know. But I do think less segregation in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy would be good. From that point, I would also be potentially worried a little bit about consoles holding the PC platform back. But then again, I don't really know how that would cross over and work that way. Yeah, Scorb, that was bad. That was like not good. That was a rather ridiculous. A ridiculous journey home, wasn't it? Which getting a hotel in the end worked out all right for me. Now we're gonna head to Ferguson Market, and we'll have a little look to see what we can see here. Everyone was really well behaved, and they did us proud at PloidCon. Yeah, Alan, I'd probably have to blow you up then, wouldn't I? I guess that's what would have to happen. Derek, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I am looking at different gifts for swapping in, because I'm aware that some people aren't super happy about the Milky Ocelot for some reason. Bit weird that. You know? But after you're saying you're playing Xbox, yeah, you can say the controller's very nice, and I just wish I had more SRVs to pick from. I think everyone thinks that. I think that for doing base raids and stuff like that, it'd be nice to have something that's a bit more punchy for taking out skimmers and turrets, or something that's a little bit quicker for nipping in and out, getting your data scan points done. Althon, you say, did anyone hear about Commander Mathmos allegedly finding Araxla? Right. When? super skeptic hat goes on. At this point, I'm like, no. I say, no, I didn't, but it's weird that you say that, because he literally just he literally just commented on the charity stream sections. Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest, because if you did find it, oh god, you couldn't keep me quiet. that's my statement on that. Okay, I think I've just challenged Autodoc to something it can't do. Eek. Yeah. Let's make an Autodoc fight. About a day or two ago. Well, it's not real then, is it? It's like, not because you... Nah. As simple as that. Nah. It's always in the last place you look for it. It's not there. It's not. Because you would go there, wouldn't you? And the thing is that you can't just say it's there. You would film it, wouldn't you? Like you'd film it, you'd live stream it, you'd take pictures of it. It'd be all over Reddit. It would be. I mean, things ripple out so quickly. Like, that's the thing. It's just, it would be everywhere. So no. Not convinced. Okay, Starport Services. Let's have a look. Yeah, Alan, maybe like a skimmer. That'd be good. Bernard, yeah. Me too. Me too. I found it last week as well, and I'm keeping it to myself. So, faction state Blight. Let's see what they say. Current influence 6.5%. We're happy. Really? Are you? Are you happy? Commodities market. Let's see what they've got for sale. I want to buy. I mean, they have grain. They do have grain, but it's a lot. Okay, and how much were to sell that? Because if this is somewhere that has Blight, Macros Black, yes, also Macros Black, I guess. You're saying general consensus of the forum is that it's hoax. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not convinced at all. Indiso. I'm looking at T. I'm looking at T for grain. So you can still make money doing that. So I don't really get that. That doesn't make sense. Toko, so you said you found Raxor and No Man's Sky. Right. Now, I found a reference to Raxor in a game I play, Dark Future, Blood Red State, which is based on an old Games Workshop game, board game or tabletop game, and yeah, that's got it in it as well. It mentions it. It's saying stop looking for it. It's not what you think it is, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh right. I'm gonna play this smart. I'm gonna make more money from taking part in both community goals at the same time than I would do focusing on one, at least initially, because I don't know how much I want to do. And this is something I used to do with combat CGs as well, is that I would take part in both just initially, and then I would carry on and then focus on another after. Come on. We're out of here. Yeah, I don't... but ProRock, they've also said that a player has been there. And it's like... It's been in the game since it started, apparently. So... It obviously isn't being quadruple elite. For that very reason. And it said that... But also Frontier have said that... A commander has entered the system that it's in. And then left again. Oh. That was weird. I mean, it's obviously not labelled Raxler, is it? Because you would... you would know. Alright, Draven, take care, dude. Actually, Vortex, that's a good shout. That probably could be what's happened. That would be a touch ridiculous if that was the case. Oh no, Birmingham. Oh, actually, what we just need to check to see where it's supposed to be. Yes, we're off to Shifnal Port. And yeah, it's likely that people didn't know. Like, I didn't know when I first started playing Elite Dangerous what Raxler was, so never clue. So I can't really... And why would they? Why would they know? If you don't know what you're looking for. I knew I'd find you a Oh, all that tasty cargo. Is that all Victor's got? Is that the best he has? We'll see. I got a battle. TCB, we are looking for this Anaconda, who is in for a world of hurt. Because he's making me fight him in essentially a weaponized trade cutter. So and obviously you can't go wrong with... I would say twin-linked. No, you don't need to say that. Hey Squeakenheimer, how you doing? There we go. Come on. He's like, too much damage! So yeah. Didn't have a clue. Oh yeah, long-range turrets. I'm not a fan of flying the cutter particularly. Yeah, I am. It's almost like that's the point. It's my plan. We're not carrying anything particularly volatile. Oh look. I thought the APAs would be doing a little bit more damage, but their shot speed is not working too well for me. There we go. Leap of faith. I prefer that. I don't like the handling. Okay, there's no denying the style. I will say that I love APAs on my Vulture. I was using a Vulture with twin APAs and efficient, oversized. Could not go wrong. Yeah, it's kind of down to what I had lying around. There, we got him. And off we go again. Yeah, I tried. That's it, you know. But actually, no. End of the day, I did just smash into someone, and I did just defeat an elite anaconda in a ship that I don't really like flying. That is the strength of engineering alone, I would say. Crap build. It's fine. Halbost. Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it. I always say that I'm just not into PvP. It's just I don't know. I feel like I don't really like the stress of it, if I'm honest. But then, as those who have played Conan Exiles with me know, that I'm an ultra-aggressive PvPer there instead. So, I don't know. Each to their own, I guess. Oh, and also Star Citizen, I love a bit of PvP as well. Even if it is super inconvenient. Garrett, hey, how you doing? The investigation, how's it coming? Slow going, I guess. It's difficult to find systems with Blight, I guess. It's a difficult one, but also what doesn't make any sense is that the system that we've found that does have Blight is still selling grain. So it can't be that much of a problem. And so here's the thing, right? We bought cargo from one place, right, where they have the Blight. Technically that means the grain should have the Blight, I guess. If we're taking it somewhere else, does that mean it's going to spread? Because that'd be an insanely cool mechanic. Oh, Alan, I'm not just that. Not that fussy. I'll go for anyone. Yeah, Garrett, it's just that sudden thought. It's like, oh no. I'm going against the grain by passing it around. Not great, is it? But I guess we'll know when it comes around to Thursday. They're like, oh, it's got even worse. It's spread. You never know. Nedfest, pay night mining. That's going to be my answer to you on that one. Don't focus too much on, because the engineering now is so much better than it was. Yeah, right, so re-engineering everything, number one. There are loads of new ways of collecting materials. And then if you need cash, mining is the way to do it. Snappo, thank you very much, bud. Much appreciated. Okay, so, Penny, I did a little bit of research in the old Cerberus plague. Now, Desomacon. What? Oh, wait. Because there's a community goal here. So we just need to make sure we sign up before we do that, before we sell. And then we'll sell. Just to make sure we actually get the... still a $250,000 profit. I know it's not a lot for what we've just done, considering the amount of cash that I do have. But that'd be good. Right, what was I saying? Ah, yes, right, Penny. So I've had a little look at the Cerberus plague. Now, the Cerberus plague only appears to have affected people, not crops. And I know what we're thinking. We're thinking Cerberus plague, the Orthrus, being like connected to it somehow, because the Orthrus is the brother of Cerberus, the demon dogs. I don't know if we're overthinking that, to be honest, and I think we could be. I think there might be. I'm not sure there's a connection there. The same way that we do have, more than one. We've got the Aegis fighter, not to be confused with Aegis, the anti. No, Alan, we're going to go for Clive action figures, or Battle Clive action toys, I think is what we're going to go for. Okay, so this one down, 1, 2. See, that would have definitely put me up further than going for the other one. Okay, alright. But, back into the galaxy map for a minute. Ah, 325 supersonic. Spores. Air-based spores. That would be the answer to that one. So, yep. By Jungu, it has Blight. Blight over at Ferguson Market. Blight there too. Do we have planet? Also, where are they getting the ground? Earth-like, yeah. But it's the same way that when there's when you have cattle, they still spread diseases. The Blight equals triples. Well, maybe we should get some triples to eat the blighted grain. Wait, that is literally the storyline. That is literally the storyline from that episode of Star Trek. Why? Yeah, I'm thinking Rockforth conspiracy. Like, and the reason why, okay, we're gonna go back into. It's quite nice to have, I know, focusing on the storyline stuff. I'm quite enjoying that. That's quite nice. That's quite good fun. Definitely, like, really, that's the wrong place to go. Yeah, like, it's a really good thing to concentrate on. I mean, you do get airborne bacteria, and they can spread that way. In fact, Snappo in chat could confirm for me, as he is somewhat of an expert in these things. Now, we go back. Rockforth revealed a new fertilizer, and that was concerns over low harvest. That was just poor crop yields. Okay, then it was spread. Next up, the corporation sales spike. That's a direct result. Snappo, bacteria spreading through the air. Airborne bacterial infections. Just confirm that they are a thing. So yeah, then Rockforth sales go up. And saying that everyone's got it, everyone's loving it, it's fantastic. Then the poor harvests impact the core systems immediately after. And in related news, they've responded saying request for compliance documentation to its new fertilizer. So it wasn't. it hadn't been tested. That was their big point, is that it hadn't been. And they say it's duty to lead the recovery of affected farming communities, and a revolutionary fertilizer will play a big role. And then the blight suddenly kicked up with the common symptoms among the damaged crops. And this is just a couple of days apart. Where they've said that there's multiple patterns, all that kind of stuff. They share genetic similarities to known pathogens, but the cause hasn't been identified. And at no point Rockforth have mentioned there. And then we come up to the initiative to counter it. You see? Could be that, could be. And then it's saying that, we've got this thing going on, and Rockforth have gone dark at this point. Then we've got food shortages sparking civil unrest, which is fair. People worry about that. But we've got tons of grain, so I don't know what they're worried about. Anthrax 2, yeah. Cool. Thank you, Snappo. I thought I was right. Mystery of the Blight. I say the cause of the mass spoilage has been attributed to a new disease affecting plants. So, if it turns out Rockforth fertilizer were to be contaminated, then that could be a great example of it spreading and why that would happen. And then Thargoid activity report. Blah. Where there are nothing going on. Nothing going on. Nothing at all. Just places that are never going to get repaired. That's all. But yeah, that's why I think it's a thing. And Folco, it could be. It really, really could be. Oven died, and we're still not eating insect protein flowers. Yeah, right. That would solve the gluten problem for some people. But yeah, so I think Rockforth is responsible. That's my official opinion. That's the official statement from the Seekers of Zen. The Ploid believes that it was caused by Rockforth. I'm interested to know, because you'd expect the Blight to be in a selection of systems, wouldn't you? Okay, say for example, we had an awful lot of... we were taking things to Reedquat. So Reedquat, that theory, if my theory was right, that would have been blighted as well. But now I'm like, let's have a quick look. We got around... Because that's where everything was going. But then again, at the same time, is Reedquat known for producing grain? It doesn't have an Earth-like. Oh, no, it does have an Earth-like. So you would think maybe it would. Maybe. Maybe not. Dunno. Uh, 3 to 5 Sonic, you think that? Now, well, Mycoid only affected them. Actually, Mycoid... Ooh. Here we go. Yes, actually, that was... I was having a look. Reedquat was where it was being bought from. Where lots of us might have purchased it from. But anyway, I'm carrying out an experiment. What we'll do is we'll see, because I've sold it now. Yeah, because Mycoid was actually originally part of... Oh. Now, that's a really good point. So, in the end of the Codex, we are going to go for... Nope, not discoveries. Commander... archive. We want abandoned settlements. And I don't know... Oh, I don't know. Here we go, right. Pesticides. Okay.
Every day the orders come dropping off more of this stuff. Others come to pick it up. So we've been told not to ask questions.
Now...
See, there's rumours it's some kind of pesticide, right?
Some kind of pesticide, you see.
The amount we got in storage, they must be expecting one hell of an outbreak.
So that's the correct. And then there's Project Mycoid, where let's have a quick look. Project Mycoid, understand the raise of questions, discuss the importance of chemicals, production within 3 weeks. Because this they led from one thing to another. There was something to that. Was it history will decide? I'm trying to think where it was. It was essentially some kind of fungus, right? This one, yeah. So this is where they found it, and this is in Alnath. They found a discovery where basically they're testing the effects of mycoid, and mycoid was initially, I say, some kind of fungus. I think we were attempting to prevent it. Was it where it came from? Because the mycoid came from somewhere, and then we found out that it worked against the Thargoids. So what if it's connected to that somehow as well? So yeah. Oh, well, hey, Echo, how you doing?
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting things, possible interesting things out there that we could be talking about. Hey Seth, how you doing? It was lovely to see you at the weekend as well, mate.
Frameshift drive charging.
Apparently we're going to Birmingham, we're near Birmingham, off to buy Django. Hey Ali, how you doing? Snapper, you say your oven's beeping, so take your spores with you. Right. As long as it's not your microbial breeding oven. Oh, I can't believe we're about an hour in already. I feel like the time's gone super quick. Super quick. But this is what happens when you don't play Elite Dangerous after a 24-hour stream. You lose complete track of time and the way time works. Because I haven't really been in Elite since the Ferguson Market. Yeah, since the 24-hour stream. I've done a little bit of mining, but that's all. Crazy Hippie, hello, how you doing? Galarak, good evening, welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, and I'm quickly going to mention this now. Someone accused me of taking advantage of the Rockfort fertilizer, right? They said that I must have done it enough to get my 10 billion. Now, I'm currently on 10.8 billion credits. And bear in mind, Frontier took all of the money away from people. Just saying. I only made a video about it in order to let people know and published it after it happened. Because I'm that kind of guy. So, Galarak, this about the Blight is, there is currently a new BGS state called Blight, which is new and it's come out of nowhere this week. And we are kind of, I guess as a group, we're thinking it could be more towards the industrial espionage side of things, and it's all to do with the Rockfort fertilizer. So we feel like it could be that, and that's what's caused the spread of the Blight, you see. That's what we think. But essentially it's all tied in with the community goal and the Galnet posts. But yeah, that's what I think it is. I mean, there we go. Could be cool. Yeah, I have Giz, you're right, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough money for a fleet carrier, and until Frontier announced the price, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to do it. So, oh dear, the cat is up to trouble. 5. Yeah, apparently he's on top of something he shouldn't be, which is always good. Come on, Autodoc, get us in there. Johnny, that's exactly what we've been saying. We think it's industrial espionage, or the Rockfort fertilizer or Rockfort Co is like a front for the cult of the Far God. Throwing that one out there as well. But no, it's nice. I think an awful lot of a lot of interesting storyline is out there, and I think if you really kind of throw yourself into it and start speculating, it's like, oh, I don't know. So Supersonic, yeah, you say that, but what we did is we I remember everyone was buying fertilizer from Reedquat and selling it back, so Reedquat should have Blight. And also, the fertilizer has probably been sold in so many different places that it's going to be impossible to tell. And because of the way the BGS system updates, it would, excuse me, it could even be, that's going to be a server tick thing, so that'll be on Thursday, so we won't find out. And by then, who knows? Now, oh yeah, and also in that one, talking about the abduction, is they're not like, you never hear anyone who's been abducted by a Thargoid and returned. They never come back. So I wonder when they've gone. So, I am in a cutter, Nedfest. That should have been. Red Wolf, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the 24-hour stream was brilliant. I'm really happy with the way it went. I keep saying this, is that I was really happy with the way it went, because it was spot on. It felt like a show, unlike previous years. It really felt like everyone was involved, and it was some solid entertainment. Spatch is saying, what about Halsey? What about Halsey? You're saying you know something? Garrett, maybe sell some Colonia. Why don't you do that? I know you can get to Colonia in 2.5 hours if you are so inclined. I am not. Giz, yeah, that's a good point. That's okay, it's a point, not necessarily a good one. Nightbot, Mrs. Plater's fine. She enjoyed PloidCon. She thought it was fun. Right? Do you enjoy PloidCon?
Yeah.
Okay, she said yeah. That's good enough.
What, did you expect me to say no?
I don't know, do I? Spatcher, she says she saw something. Difference. Red Wolf is saying that I should do a 24-hour live stream every day. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Not my voice. Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not. Are we off to... Is it Watson's we're going to? It'd be nice if on that tab... Yeah, we are. It'd be nice if on that tab it showed you... Oh, look. Someone's saying they've come a long way. It's an Anaconda. And it's elite. Yeah, I think it was lots of people's highlight, Giz. Rakamokta. Yeah, the bit with Drew was brilliant, and that's up on the channel now. So after this stream, do go check it out. Well worth having a listen to, and kind of enjoying the chat that we had. I was talking about all that cool stuff. talking about all the cool lore. But bearing in mind, you know, I'm now technically a member of the Dark Wheel, or I've been picked for membership, I think. Oh. But yeah, definitely a really good section of the 24-hour stream. I really enjoyed that. And bear in mind that was the first time I'd ever spoken to Drew. And I love that he openly just said, "They don't tell me. They haven't told me where AXA is." Like it's one of the things that's off limits, is that they couldn't, as writers, they weren't allowed to say where things like that were, but he was allowed to design the prism system. I did say, I was like, oh right, so you're responsible for us being so far away right now. Yeah. So Garrett, you have to watch that section of the 24-hour stream to find out what happened. Yeah, I did just do that, I'm sorry. That's an explosion. Hear it going. There we go. Did it drop anything tasty? High density composites, refined focus crystals. Anything I need particularly? No. Nah. It's fine. We'll carry on. So yeah, Garrett, it's up on my YouTube channel now. It's titled Elite Dangerous 24-hour charity stream, part 5 of 12. Drew Wagar. And he takes me on this interesting little tour, and I meet a character called Alessia Verdi, and she takes me around and gives me clues that I have to solve. Very good fun. It was really interesting. For someone like me, I'm really not super hot on the lore, so me learning all about that stuff was fantastic. And knowing that there's no ship graveyard out there, but there will be at some point, hopefully. Now, Hunter, you're saying, how was I feeling? I wasn't hungover. I was a bit, but I was more tired than anything else. And that was it. And it was lovely to get home. Because we got in and just, well, pretty much close to 1 after being turfed at a Brewdog and standing around chatting for a bit. So yeah, got home around about 1ish. Went to sleep. I woke up really early because my feet were too warm. It's a really weird thing to say, but yeah, my feet were way too warm. And then on Sunday, yeah, a bit of breakfast, and yeah, I've been up for a couple of hours before we came for breakfast, which was good. And then we had a brekkie fast, which is delightful. Had fried chicken and waffles for breakfast, and then made our way home, and we got home, I don't know, around about 2:30, which is brilliant. That was fantastic. Yeah. Also then had a nap, and then had some fried chicken for dinner, because that's what I do. Doubling up on the old fried chicken. You're being bad, Clive. Hey Hashtag, how you doing? Can't remember if I said low or not, so I'm saying it again just in case. But yeah, also there was an apparent cyborg that we tracked down, and she had an asteroid base in a hideout asteroid with special defenses and booby traps, which could potentially actually be in the game now, because at the time asteroid bases probably didn't exist. So hey, the burr pit has arrived. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing alright. And yeah, I am intentionally selling grain that I personally would imagine to be contaminated with the blight. But yeah, I'm just selling it anyway. So why not? So yeah, that's another little bit of trade profit. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Now, let's have a quick look at the old mission board, see if we've gone up in standing. We're still in the top 75, and we've done almost 1,000. That'd be fine. Well, in Edfest, that's probably the right thing to do, but I wonder how much has been shipped. But the PloidCon was absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Had a really, really good time. Yeah, Hunter, when I say we got thrown out, basically it got to closing time and they asked us in no uncertain terms to leave. I'm pretty sure there was an implied threat from the guy that was doing security, but I wasn't in the mood to argue. Now, let's have a think where we're going to pop over to. We had the suggestion about the rockfall fertilizer. Oh look, I just happen to have a type 9 over here. Wonder why that is. Right, well, we're going to go over there. We might, we could potentially use a type 9 instead of the cutter, because it carries more cargo. That might make things a little bit better. Haztec, I would say so, yeah. Minnie he's a lovely guy, absolutely lovely. He had such a great time, like full on high energy. I will say that on Friday I went to London to meet him in the morning, and the plan is that I would be going around a couple of museums with him. So I arrive at Tower Hill at about 10 AM when I'm supposed to meet him. I was running a little bit late, so I sent him a message on Discord saying, "Yo, dude, I'm running late. I'll be there. Don't worry." I arrive. He's nowhere to be seen. So I'm waiting, and I wait for about 20 minutes, and I text Mrs. Page. So I'm like, "Oh, he's not turned up. It's a bit weird." I messaged Scorb as well, saying, "Oh, he's not here. I don't know what's happened." And it was like, oh no, what am I going to do? Like, what do I do? And Marshall Dock, that's what we want. And Hunter gives me the idea by saying, "Oh, he's probably still asleep in his hotel." And at that moment, I'm like, oh no, that's probably what's happened. So luckily, at some point, he'd mentioned which hotel he was in, and because I know his real name, I'm like, right, got a plan. So I go to his hotel. I say, "I've got a friend staying here. I'm not sure which room. This is his name. I was wondering if you could call him because he's gone missing." I said gone missing just to make it sound a little bit more urgent than it was. They call, no answer. I'm like, oh no. So they start taking my details down to so they can give him a call in a bit. That was the idea. And then, they'd have my number and then they could call me back. I immediately get a message from Minnie on Discord saying, "Oh dude, I'm so sorry, I passed out." I really crashed. And then he called me and I was like, "Yeah dude, I'm in your hotel room." He's like, oh, did you get reception to call me? I was like, "Yeah, that's probably what woke you up." And that moment he realised what had happened. And then he came down to meet me, and then we headed off to South Kensington, and we went around the Science Museum, Naturalist Museum and the Science Museum, and also had some lunch. We treated him to some proper London pub grub, and had a lovely steak and ale pie. But yeah, CR505, welcome to the channel, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, and hope you continue to. And hopefully, say, enjoy the streams as well. Oh yeah, you do have to check out VR. I've got a Vive. I absolutely love it. But I will say that I don't typically play in VR when it comes to Elite Dangerous very often, because it feels a bit like an event playing VR for me still. Mark, London prices as well. Yeah, we did introduce him to London prices. But I think he had a great time. I think he's already saying that he wants to come back, which is fantastic. Yeah, he was confused. He said he was confused when he woke up this morning because for a minute he thought that he had passed out somewhere after PloidCon and and had woken up in someone else's place, but he was actually at home, which is kind of funny. Yeah, London prices, which to be fair, as someone who used to live in London, I kind of knew what to expect, and also Brewdog being a microbrewery, it's a special place. But yeah, we got caught out by the weather big time, big time. Haztech, I wish I'd thought about it. I wish I'd done it. It would have been great. Really caught him out. Be like, oh no, Minnie, looks like you're in trouble now. Yeah, Herbert did, but it was very quiet. And did he break into song? I must have missed him breaking into song. Okay, so. Oh, here's the thing. Like, they're talking about famine being widespread. I should actually have checked to see. To see where's in famine. Show by state. Take off none. It's interesting that the place that is, it's actually showing as none. So that means it'd be a populated system. So if we remove, so there has to be a population. That's not happened, has it? That didn't work at all. Okay, at what point does it become zero population? Right, anyway, what we were looking at was take out none, because they say there's supposed to be a famine going on, basically, and that's what a famine would be, is a lack of food. I'm looking at this, I'm like, famine. Where's... There's no famine. That's interesting. I really need to clear off my clear that off. Try outbreak. Popped an outbreak. There's a couple, but only a couple. Like, really, it's not. But yeah, you'd expect there to be some famine, but there is not. Never mind. I mean, this is it is possible this is kind of gearing towards that. I don't know. You thought arcs was pronounced arse. What? Why'd you think that, Pete? Oh no, and now we're trying to rhyme stuff with arcs, which is bad. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the commodities market and we're going to buy, because we're going to buy some Rockforth fertilizer. Where we can sell that at or Riv, which is perfect, because that's kind of where we're going to go to. Unless we... I mean, we could do a loop on that, couldn't we? I mean, that's definitely where it's selling. Make the situation worse just whilst we're here. Different traders, different prices. How does it have none? How do these have no state whatsoever? Hey, honestly, how does it have no state? Okay, right. And also, quickly whilst we're here, look, you can't sell it. I had to look. Okay, we're gonna sell it at Orv. Orv. We'll do that. I wonder if we have on this ship. No, we don't have any of the flight assist. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't think they're there. Damn Wolf. Fun enough, we're all on that theory. We are thinking that the Rockforth fertilizer is responsible for spreading it. That's my current theory. That's my personal theory. Oh no. Why? Oh, come on. Don't they know that I'm totally... Why is it deployed its hard points? What? No. Let me out. Like, serious. Yeah, Scorb, they have. That's exactly what's happened. I'm trying to follow the greens on the way out, and it's supposed to give way for bigger ships. But it's just not happening. Oh, come on! What reckless... What reckless flying? It's taking damage, but I'm on 100%, so obviously not. How dare they? Do they not know who I am? Do they not know? I'm guessing they don't. Outside our little corner of the... Outside our little corner of the galaxy, no one does. Yeah, reckless flying, yeah. Call me a hooligan. Nope. Isn't Rockforth a type of cheese? House Tech? I think so, yeah. I don't think it's Thargoid with Rockforth. I think Rockforth fertilizer, they're doing it to kind of create scarcity in the market to then be able to come in and cure the problem, maybe. Or, this is my other complete tinfoil idea. It's not Rockforth. It's Rockfort. Rockfort. My completely out there conspiracy theory is that the thought that Rockforth Fertilizer and the Rockforth Co. is a front for the cult of the Far God. There you go. God, that was tough. Ugh. Yeah, Crazy Hippie, exactly that. Gears, I think I was more being Joe Plater than deployed on Saturday. I think it's alright. I won't hold it against anybody, but do not think I have forgotten. You didn't bow, is what I have to say about that. Is there a difference? Yeah. Garrett, no, you will not be allowed to. Only mods can. But if you do post it, they can authorise it for you. So it should be okay. They might be able to do it. Something will work out. Yeah, I mean, I think we can manage that one, Garrett. It's alright. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Scorb, that might have happened. But I also think you were more Scorbius than you were El Scorbius, judged by the level of muppety. But yeah, fantastic. As I say, it was absolutely fantastic at the weekend. It was so good to meet everybody. Have a drink, have a bite to eat, chat, and I'm also hoping that those that were there enjoyed the game, the fantastic game that we played as well. So, R3TechX, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, the little game to see who'd win, the Lego cars that me and Commander Ascorbius completed on one of his streams over on Twitch. Go check him out. It was all good fun. Did a bit of a giveaway. Introduced everyone to one of the tamest drinking games that I remember from university. Little hand tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Also, okay, a little bit about this Type 9 that I'm flying. It's bad. Like, it's all E-rated. And the reason why it's all E-rated still is because I was just using it for fertilizer trading. A8. And it's also why my ship's called Ooh, so rich. It was a joke. It was a small cars Haztech. The big car is not finished yet. I think we might be finishing it this week at some point. That depends on Scrub. The Reapers. Am I planning on getting the Twitch affiliate? Currently, no. And the reason why I'm not is because I stream to YouTube more. Like, for example, right now, viewer-wise, I've got 150 people watching on YouTube and 127 watching on Twitch. And if I were to move over onto Twitch, not everyone from YouTube would come over. and because of that, I would lose out on some viewership. And one of the reasons why I like streaming to both platforms is so that people can choose which platform they watch on. Yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it.
Landing successful. Systems offline.
Crazy Hippie, yeah, I'm on Twitch and I'm on both at the same time. No, Reapers, you can't. There's a 24-hour exclusivity period on Twitch. So if I were to stream to Twitch, that content there would not be able to appear on YouTube for 24 hours or 48 hours. It depends on the conditions. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to stream to both at the same time. So that's why. Crazy Hippie, thank you for the follow. I kind of saw that one coming. Alright, we'll sell the rock forth. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little bit of profit. BT2212, thanks for the follow. Incoming message. Ooh, reputation change. Fancy. CCS Swift, thank you for following as well. Do I prefer the Corvette or Cutter for PvE combat? Scout Shooter, I much prefer the Corvette. The Corvette is like my favourite ship. It's like my personal flagship. I prefer the way it handles. Giz, no, you mug, you absolute mug. Ned Fez, thank you for the follow as well. You absolute mug. Ah, yeah. KVLEC, thank you for following as well. But how? Oh, come on! It's like no, Giz, no. I recommend the Corvette for PvP, for PvE, for the handling, and it's, I mean, for me it's much nicer to fly. You can use fixed weapons on it. It's good for practicing using fixed weapons. Even if you're in a big ship, it handles better than the Anaconda. Things to consider about the big three. Right, there's the thing about the big three. So the Anaconda will give you more raw DPS, assuming time on target is identical. The Corvette will give you higher raw, well, will give you higher time on target because it handles better, but the Cutter will move faster on a straight line and give you higher shields. So it's there. Also, yeah, I mean, we were there for breakfast as well. Wait, no. Okay, we need to go to the nun place that's disappeared again. Wait, what? Is that because of the population? It's supposed to be right here, but it's not. That's weird. Right, oh, we need to take state out because it's not a nun. It's, there we go. Mental. Oh, thanks, mate. That was built with love. You wouldn't call it sullied. Yeah. Yeah, I much prefer the look of the Vet as well. Yeah, I mean, I prefer the Corvette, but the thing is that if the Cutter handled better, and this is even with dirty drives on, I would, yeah, I'd probably go for that. I probably would go for it. Like, the Cutter, I like the idea of the Cutter. Problem with me is the handling. I prefer the Corvette by far for time on target. and that's... I fly it like it's a superiority fighter. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, got cocky. Eek. It's like bump my head and stub my toe at the same time there. That could have been much worse than it was. Could have been much, much worse. Oh no, you didn't, Giz, you liar. You absolute liar. There's no way you made that in 38. Ebo Warrior say, that's okay, you always smash. Ah, so does Scrub. Savage VR, yeah, it wasn't great. Eek. Yeah, the two huge hard points sitting over the the cockpit and firing above you when you're using lasers, that looks incredible. Garrett, I am playing in my private group, and you might notice that I've got some company. I've got Commander Weejet, who's giving me a casual little bit of an escort. So it's fine. No, Giz, I just don't believe you. You've got no proof. You've got no evidence. I'm also not carrying any cargo, so that's fine. It's all good, Garrett. It's all good. Oh no, yeah. If I get instituted now carrying all that grain, that could be a problem. See, Scouse, the thing about the small hard points is that you can use them as utility weapons instead. So you can use them to apply effects. So say, for example, you have one with corrosive ammunition on a multi-cannon, or you have scramble spectrum, that type of thing. So you make it a utility weapon rather than the full damage dealer. You have some options on that. Yeah, Weejet, I know. I'm making it sound better than it is. But yeah. YouTube says I'm playing Planet Zoo. Yeah, it does. It's wrong. Oh no. It shouldn't, because it says Elite Dangerous on Oh well, I tried. It says what it says. Evening, Nix. How you doing? Scouse Shooter. Yeah, it is. They all work. Right, you just sent me as a DM as proof. So all you. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But why did you make a toilet roll holder? I'm sorry. Oh, well, Pete, technically, I have been streaming Planet Zoo. Yeah, see, I've just refreshed it on my end, and it's definitely set that it should be saying Elite Dangerous. I think the issue there is YouTube. Oh well. Oh well, never mind. You're all here anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, guys, I will be streaming Planet Zoo when it launches, because I was playing some of it during the beta and I really, really enjoyed it. So I think I might add that in as like a daytime streaming thing. Are those words "bow to me, Giz"? Because if it's not, I don't want to know. Oh man, landing a Type 9 with E-rated thrusters, no shields, never good. CR, what do I enjoy most about ED? It's probably going to be combat, but in particular, something else. I enjoy playing games with friends. So I enjoy having a bit of social time, whether it be wing fighting. Why no auto dock? Cargo space. Because I can dock a Type 9 with no shields on my own, it's alright. No, Scorb, you're wrong. You're just wrong. But more importantly, though, Giz, that gives me no... What you sent me gives me no proof that you that you built the DB5 in 38 minutes. No proof of that. Okay, so I want to go to buy. Do we have pesticides here? No, we don't, but we do have more grain. Let's buy some more grain. And we will... Oh yeah, actually, what we need to do is... Just take sample services contact. No, because we don't have any fines here, otherwise we would be anonymous. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't fly an E-rated Type 9 normally. So, there is that. But I am. So, what can I do? What can I do at this point? The good news is we are only one jump away from where we're going. Might work. I don't mind flying my own ship. It adds a little bit of a buzz to it, you see. All I have to do is not be a total moron and boost on the way out again. I mean, I might do that. But there we go. We'll just keep ourselves out of the way. And off we go. I mean, you could have recorded yourself, Giz. Could have done that. Yeah, Scorb. Did that make you feel safer when you were racing? Did that idea? Or not? Right. Anyway. So talking about the Blight again, we're going to take it back a minute. I am going to stick with my theory that the rockfall fertilizer has caused the Blight. And this week, we've also got the community goal. And then... next week, I'm kind of having a guess of what the community goal could be. I think it could be a combat one, maybe, and that could be a little bit of a... It could potentially be... Uh-oh. We do actually have a pirate there, I think. There we go, we've dropped ourselves a little bit close to the star than I would like normally. Yeah, that's a pirate. That'll be. I think that'd be a pirate. Is he going? No, he's going the wrong. He's going the opposite direction. It's not. It's fine. So off we go. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I think that's what's causing it. So Garrett, the reason why I attract elite cond pirates is because I am triple elite. So where I'm elite in elite in combat, that will mean that you have more difficult people come against you during community goals or during missions and stuff like that. That's what causes that. So the higher your ranks, say for example if my trade rank were harmless, then I wouldn't have that happen. My combat rank was harmless, then that wouldn't happen. Or right now, you know what I wish I had? Super Cruise Assist. Heek. Vortex, that would be a meta idea. It would be quite meta, wouldn't it? Impossible, I think, to execute, because solo. Dane Wolf, yeah, it can. I was going for the complete prevention. So what you do is as soon as you drop into a system, you align the backside of your ship with the star, so that if anyone tries to come and get you, they end up flying into the star because the NPCs are dumb. Because everyone loves a good dumb NPC, don't they? Alright, Garrett, take care. I guess we'll see over the coming weeks as part of the Interstellar Initiative, the Interinies. We will find out. Go. Get ourselves docked, and we should be all good. Yeah, at times like this, maybe bigger engines would have worked. Rillian, hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm aware that investigating the Blight has essentially turned into taking part in the community goal. Oh god, this is way too fast on approach. There we go. That was a good bleed off of the speed. As long as we don't bump ourselves too much on the way in. Okay, pad 25 is straight towards the back, so that's fine. Nice. He had a mild health scare, dude. Okay. I'm hoping everything's all right. Yeah, I mean, there's likely going to be probably a bounty hunting one to like prevent piracy of food. And then there'll be another one that will be to do with probably trade again. Maybe trade or possibly exploration whilst they're looking for new Earth-like worlds to grow food on or something. Because I feel like you can't have two trade ones. A slight heart attack. Oh my god. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Or you're going to be alright. That doesn't sound like something that you want to be happening anytime, ever. Dude. Fingers crossed, though. Alright, I'm in the top 50% of this one, which means this one's going to make me on one even the other one at this rate. That's fine. You're offline in the hospital for 2 weeks. Oh, man. Well, I'm hoping you're going to be okay. Like, genuinely hoping you're going to be okay. Like, genuinely. It's never good being in a hospital. It's rubbish, to be honest. But yeah, wishing you all the best on that one. I am going to close out the stream though, because we've kind of come towards the end of the 2 hours. And to be honest, that's flown by, no pun intended. So I am really, really grateful for everyone who's come along and joined. So if you are watching and you haven't already, please make sure that you do hit the like button on YouTube on the way out, subscribe on YouTube, and also follow on Twitch if you haven't either. Super important. And I'll be streaming again later on during the week, and we'll be keeping track of this interesting development as we go, I guess. But no, we're going to be pulling out the Vulture, the twin APA Vulture, I think, later on during the week for a bit of small ship combat. But okay, guys, I'm going to say once again, thank you very much to everyone who has been watching. Commander Plater, out.